Welcome back, summoners from around the world, to a brand spanking new episode of our top 5 plays for League of Legends. From crazy escapes to mechanically stunning moves, this episode has it all, and then at the end we're running a skill cap giveaway to get some of you free access to their site. This is a great, well-rounded episode in my opinion, and I know you guys are excited, so let's dive into our first play from Xpecial effects on Ahri. After taking some vision control of Dragon, the enemy team starts to collapse and she's forced to ult away from the tidal wave. Rumble lays down a beautiful equalizer as she moves back in, dashing to land a devastating Q on 2, dropping Nami instantly. Right after, she looks to help Lee Sin with a charm that connects on Shyvana, and then she turns with Caitlyn's ult as she hits another Q on 2, but this time she gets the double. With the remainder of the enemy team in full retreat, it's easy pickings from here as Alistar goes down for the quad, followed by some fresh scrambled eggs for the Pensa. Stinking up the place at our number 4 spot is the duo bot lane of ironhideheroic on Braum and his AD carry on the rat himself. In the beginning, he sneaks his way over to the enemy team as he opens with his W and gets some decent stacks on them, but then the enemy Aatrox shows up for the counter gank. Heal is used and Braum moves into place, creating a barrier to prevent some auto attacks, and then he ults to further disengage, but the enemy team is persistent. As Twitch backs away to gain distance, Braum slowly builds stacks, and once it triggers, the enemy team just switches to him. Big mistake. The rat comes back in, opening up with his ultimate on Corki, and then Ironhide gets out as Twitch's auto attacks pierce through all three, demolishing them and turning the tides for the 3-for-0. Coming in at third place, we have vayne XD on Gnar with a super quick play that leaves a huge impact. As the enemy team engage, we see Gnar flank as the Fury enrages him and he flash ults all 4 into the wall, followed by the boulder and massive wallop to lock them down. One by one, they smother the enemy team, getting 3 kills off the great flank and engaged by vayne XD. Juking his way into second place, we have Jayce on 007 on Alistar, making the enemy team work hard to tame the bull. After picking up the easy cleanup kill on Corki, he moves in on Thresh, but we see more players on blue team collapsing on what they think are a couple of freebies. Amumu comes in, so Alistar immediately knocks Orianna away, and at this point, things aren't looking too great as the enemy Wukong joins in on the fight. After Lee gets out, Alistar's left all alone, but the friendly Rumble is currently in the river, so he doesn't stop fighting because he has backup coming, right? Nah. The Rumble decides to go up to help Lee, but that's quite alright because doing things solo is the Jayce way. A great headbutt avoids the bandage toss, and then the chase commences as he draws 3 champions to follow him into the jungle as he barely outranges the hook. He's forced to flash away, but then he gets crafty as he wards over the wall and headbutts over it, but he doesn't bat an eye at Thresh and keeps on running. Off the screen, the friendly Tristana is hustling to get over to him as he breaks line of sight. Thresh wards it, so he's forced to fight, landing an amazing WQ on 3 as Tristana blasts Orianna away while finishing Thresh. A quick face in the mountain absorbs the Q from Amumu as Triss gets the double and rocket jumps closer as he heals to stay alive and then headbutts him away. Because Amumu has nothing available to him, Alistar gets appropriate spacing and even decides to farm for Triss as she fires away and takes down the mummy to kick off the killing spree. And for number 1 pro play for this week, we have Ancine on Yasuo with a legit 1v5 outplay, and keep in mind guys, he's 1-5 at the start. Before doing anything crazy, he picks up 2 charges of his Q to ready the tornado and then he moves in. We see a quick flash over the CC and then he knocks up Riven straight into his ult to drop her before turning to Lucian until his allies get into range. He keeps backing up until he has his Q ready, and after juking them out, he lands a knockup on 3, finishing Lee Sin, followed by a dodge on the charm, kill on Ahri, quad off Nami, and then the Pensa after dodging Lucian's piercing light. And for the bonus clip of the week, we have HunteRgotbored on Fiora with an interesting mechanic I've never seen before. As this plays on, I wanted to congratulate Ancine, who again was playing the Yasuo in her number 1 spot of this video. For those who don't know, starting with week 199 and going on for 1 full month, our sponsor Skill Cap wants to treat you guys by increasing the reward for earning that number 1 spot from 25 to 100 bucks. That's 4 times the RP we were giving before, and I think that's pretty freaking awesome of them to step in and provide the best reward we've ever had. I wanted to use this time to briefly show you guys a preview of what their website is all about. So as you can see, I scroll down until I find the champion I want to master, and well, Ancine has me curious, how can I get that good at Yasuo? Well, like almost everything, it's a bunch of small little things that once you've mastered come together to improve your game. Some of those things can include mastering how to roam well and how to pick up on Qs so that you can effectively counter roam to make a big impact on the map. There's also knowledge to gain on subjects I don't see covered often, like learning how to counter heavy farmers like Nasus so that they don't go unchecked all game and wreck your face 50 minutes in. The information is all at your fingertips and it's all pre-planned out and then made by experts that are at least Diamond 1. The other thing that people seem to overlook when they're trying to improve is how up to date something is. For example, I went to a guide website to learn about Lucian and I came across some really credible guides from pro players. But it was 9 months old and at that point it's a toss-up for what's actually relevant. With a site as well up to date as this one, you know you're actually getting the best of the best information for whatever champion you're interested in learning about. There's such a vast pool of untapped knowledge waiting for you on skill cap, so click on your screen or head over to the description box to see more. As a final note, if you guys drop a comment telling us what champion you'd love to learn more about, then you might just be selected as one of 5 to win free access to try out their site. Thanks for watching everyone, I hope you liked the episode, and until next time, get out there on the Rift and show the world that you have what it takes to make the plays.